think about that, did you?
No, I thought about it.
How we gonna get there?
We can't use none of these phones.
Man,
we can't use our phones.
So I'm gonna have to write my baby mama, but then again,
but where the ink pen coming from?
Hey,
where the paper coming from?
I got. Oh dang, with top 10.
You gotta make some paper. You gotta make some paper too. That's what I'm saying. The little stuff. It's the little stuff that's so important.
You gotta make everything.
Absolutely. But you down now?
This is the original people in the Eve gene. People always asking us, are y'all Muslims? Are y'all 5%ers? Are y'all Jehovah's Witnesses? Oh, what, y'all don't believe in Jesus Christ? I simply tell them the original people in the Eve gene represents all melanated people around the world and uniting all melanated cultures across the globe. Melanated people come in many different shades. We have many different areas and we have many different cultures and beliefs. Let's put that all aside and come as one.
Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast.
What?
We are the #1 podcast for individuals seeking to end generational dysfunction. What's going on, cuz?
They seeking.
Absolutely.
We seeking. Everybody's seeking. That we try to put ourselves around. You feel me, cuz, man? I'm alright though, but man, how you feeling, me, cuz?
Oh man, I feel amazing, man.
Yeah. Why is that?
And my 30th solo return was
30 ball. That's his
recently
nickname.
happened on Sunday, man. It was
30 ball.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful from start to finish. It was beautiful, cuz.
Yeah, I agree.
And you had a fire pizza.
2 fire pieces, man.
2 of them.
Man, they said I could sell them.
Yeah, like he really could.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
because don't be hating. See, that ain't that dysfunction. How y'all be hating on y'all cousins, man? Because we don't be hating on each other, man.
Yeah,
but no, man. Tell them about that 30 ball.
Yeah, man. Pizza was fire. I still got some. You want some cake? I still got hella cake.
Man, yeah, you got some right now?
Not right now, but
At your crib.
Yeah.
Man, you know what, man? I might have this pull up.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's hell. Oh.
Pull it up. Oh yeah. I don't want the king part though. I don't want the king part because that's you. You the big king. It's your 30 ball.
We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. If not today, we can get it to you tomorrow. Cause I got hella cake. Too much. You can have some of it.
I'm gonna get some.
Cause I had it was 2 cakes actually. My mom bought one and Kobe bought one.
Okay, I'm gonna go on Auntie and Kobe bought.
The one's already gone.
Oh,
it's probably like 3/4 of another one.
What's that one? The chocolate? That one got chocolate?
No, it's the same cake.
Okay. I like chocolate. You know, I'm chocolate, man. And then look, man, let me tell them another thing. So this is how grimy. Yeah, I'm getting on Kobe too, right here on TV. Right here on TV. So it was 4 cupcakes is left, man. And I was supposed to take them home and them things, because we vegan, man. You don't bump into stuff like that. This is the first party I felt like I wasn't foreign. If you vegan, you know what I mean. I wasn't foreign. I was grooving and moving. I can eat. My kids can eat. So anyway, man, it was these cupcakes. Who made those?
My homegirl Randy.
Shout out to Randy, man. Them things was slapping and them boys was moist. So anyway, it was 4 of them bad boys left. So I try to sneak them into the car. Boom, boom. Somehow, some way, me helping Kobe, it got into Kobe's car. I'm like, man, what? I get home, I'm like, man, Kobe got him. I'm like, Kobe got him. Man, so you know what I mean? So first thing I do when I see Cuz today, I hit him up with, hey man, you still got them cupcakes? I know I gave him the Kobe on ice and Turns out Cuz only had 1 of them. He said, yeah, man, it was only 2 left. I said, no, it was 4, man. I'm thinking he trying to play me. I'm like, nah, Cuz, don't try to play me. But man, yeah, Cuz, man, I'm glad you had fun, man.
Yeah,
Brody, she was there. You know?
And my guys was there.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it was just a beautiful experience, man. Just seeing family and friends come together. Friends I call family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just a beautiful vibe.
Did you think that many people was gonna show up for you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did. I was happy we had just enough space.
Yeah.
We had just enough space for everybody to be in their company.
For real, man.
You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that I invited would have showed up, it would have been we'd have been that thing like this.
Yeah, we even have. Well, hey, I'm talking about we. Like it's my birthday too. We even had. But no. But at the 30 ball, we even had vegan food.
Absolutely.
Not vegan food. Non-vegan food. I guess. We had chicken for you.
Food for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was a nice vibe, man.
Yeah.
Family. We had our family get together. You know, a little insight, just a little, not too much, but cuz putting the family together like that, man. That's hard to do these days, man. Especially with our family, everybody bumping heads, man. Everybody was in there, wasn't nobody bumping heads. Everybody said we're gonna come in here and celebrate. Big cuz was just shine. A lot of them is his little. I mean, he little cuz to them. So you know they all came and represent little cuz, they little nephew and all of that, man. I'm glad they came. Aunties, they all did they work. You know, your mama put in her work in the kitchen. She was in there, you know, she was being auntie, but she was putting her work in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I had to do much.
Nothing, man.
I just had to make my salad.
Man, hey, that was pretty good. That was a good.
I call that the shine the light salad.
Man, cuz the mushrooms with the salad, have you ever ate those together?
Yeah.
Man, I cooked them. See, you know me, I'm a food consumer. You know what I mean? You take the mushroom and you take one mushroom, you eat the mushroom in your left hand, and you take your salad on your right, and you dip, and every time you take a bite, you do it, you eat it like that. You take one bite, one, and that's how you eat that, man. That stuff was good. Cuz can cook, man. We both put in work on your birthday, man.
Hey. Y'all, I definitely want to do more things like that outside of an occasion like a birthday. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like just to have more gatherings of loved ones. You know, like it's really needed. It's really needed. You know, I believe we can do something like that once a quarter.
Yeah.
I believe we can do something like that once a quarter, like outside of like being a so-called holiday or a birthday or something like that, or somebody's homegoing service or funeral. We don't gotta just get together, just to fellowship as family.
Yeah,
you know
everybody come and get some free girls.
Cause I'm on some families run the world.
They do.
Let's get together.
They do.
I'm on that.
They do, man. Some of these families got so much money that it's private how much money they got.
Yeah.
Man, I figured it out today, man. I was like, man, it's people who
absolutely
are private, are rich, so dang, they got so much money. They got more money than anybody.
When you really start looking into like how this thing really is set up and works, like the individual guys that are at the top, they are poor compared to these families.
Yeah. They poor. Poor
compared to these families.
Like Elon and them,
poor.
Yeah. I said, what? Compared to these guys, they all got money.
Yes.
And they be all behind each other, and they all work something. They all got something going on.
Let me share a story with you too about that too. It was one of my mentors. He's related to an individual that owned slaves, right?
Yeah.
Down like one of the Carolinas. And he ran into one of his Caucasian or European cousins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they get his cousin gets has a card where they get like 5 figures per month on that card based on like what was set up like during the slave time. It was like they did some like sharecropping and they built like an actual business around it. Mm-hmm. Like they used slave labor to build their business, and they actually like built the infrastructure, a business with infrastructure around it, and they still getting, it's like whatever generation it is, it's like a great grandchild, I don't know how many times over, and they still get money today.
Damn.
Yeah, it's serious. So it's back to the 1800s, so yeah, it's probably like 3-4 generations probably. Maybe 5, depending on the age of the cousins. But
you know, another thing I be telling these people, like, you know, they want to always go back and cancel people, man. But if we're going back and canceling people and looking at old videos, we need to stop Disney. We need to stop J.P. Morgan Baby. We need to stop all these people because they all have racially profiled black people. And they got videos and all type of stuff to witness it, man. Like you said, man.
We're not ready for that.
They started. That's what I said, man. If we're not ready for it, let's not do halfway. But anyway, a lot of these companies, like you said, that we see have started before slavery. ended. Started before slavery ended. Started while slavery was going on. Man, Levi's, man. I don't know if I ever said this on a podcast. Have I ever said this on a podcast? I know. Did I ever tell you about the story about Levi's?
Mm-hmm.
Look, you know what Levi's is, right? Levi's, if you look at the Levi's logo, man, it's what they got. They got 2 horses going separate ways, right? Each horse is tied to like his waist or something like that. Like they got a loop tied up to him or their neck or whatever. Then they got the jeans, and they got the jeans hooked to one horse and hooked to the other horse, and they slap the horse, and the horses just go away, and they act like they can't pull the jeans, like the jeans are that tough. You know where they got that from? Look up into Willie Lynch. Look up into slave tactics. Not even just Willie Lynch. It's more than him. A lot of them use this slave tactic. They used to do that. They used to take the black man and do this in front of his family. They used to take him bare, butt naked, and get them tied up to horses, to each side to the end of each side of 2 horses, and they had their horses facing opposite ways. So when they smack them, it'll pull them apart. Yeah, and they've been getting money, and they've been established since what, 18 something for a fact. Cause I remember seeing it on a shirt, like 1829 something 9, 18 something 9. So you know what I mean? So even if slavery started, we still wasn't owning businesses. It still was sharecrops. Black folks didn't start owning homes till 1990s. Very serious. You can look it up. Not starting.
And then let me put this in here too, to get the other side of the coin too. Right after we got out of, I'm gonna say imprisonment.
Yeah.
Indentured slavery and all of this, right? We had the Black Wall Streets pop up all across the country.
Yeah, because we was dealing with ourselves.
So this is like during the Renaissance era. These are in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Where we have all these different cities, these different towns, melanated towns popping up.
Yeah.
These melanated metropolises. That's what the melanated metropolis.
I like that. That's true.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
like all of those were popping up across the United States.
Because we was foreigners, though.
Correct. And that's how it all starts. Like even back in Africa, everybody wasn't a king or a queen. Everybody was a farmer though.
Yeah.
Like even with the people here. But people everywhere. Everybody wasn't a king or queen or a chief or whatever. But everybody grew their own food.
Yep. Everybody
grew their own food.
You right.
Everybody had to do for self.
Yep. Everybody grew their own food.
Now that's more realistic than like saying, hey, we about to boycott all these brands that have racially profiled us or are in cahoots with systemic oppression.
We're just gonna build.
We're gonna grow our own. We're gonna start this winter. This fall, get educated. Have some indoor gardens.
Start our own Disneyland.
Yeah, that's more. That's more.
I'm just saying. You know,
realistic for people. All mindsets to.
Yeah, you know, everybody ain't gonna follow with the food though. So I'm just letting people, because everybody like, they don't want to grow their own food. Everybody don't want to be farmers. You know, and everybody don't want to hunt their own farmers. So even if you're not growing your food, you can bring something else in to the table. Say if you like cellular devices. Say if you're more of a cellular device person, just make cellular devices for our community. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And when we come in there, we're gonna give you a tomato, or I give you 100 tomatoes, or 100 potatoes, or whatever I'm growing. We talked about this before, but
absolutely,
that's what that's the route that we need in order to grow, man. And we're not going towards that route, we're not gonna grow. Independency is the way to go. I always say that, man. We always looking for somebody to do it, man. Us, we be like, man, I'm tired of that happening to us, man. They need to stop doing that to us. They're not. We need to stop doing it to us. Yeah. And we need to put ourselves in that position where it won't happen to us again. We need to be what you saying that one of our podcasts a long time ago. It's one of the old ones, man. You used to say it a lot too. You don't say it no more, cuz you gotta be the ship of your own ship.
Oh yeah, you gotta take ownership of your own shit.
Yeah, you gotta take ownership of your own shit.
I believe that was episode 11.
Yeah.
Absolutely, y'all go check it out too.
Right now.
Yeah, that was no, not right now. Watch this.
Man.
Tripping.
Hey, I'm telling you,
watch
check
this.
it out right now.
I'm saying,
circle
back around. Spin the block. Back to episode 11.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but yeah, on a serious note though, yeah, man, it's I think it was an episode, Killer Mike. He had I think it's called Trigger Warning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was episode 1 or episode 1. He was in Atlanta, and he was essentially just living his life for X amount of time within the black economy in America, right? It was extremely tough for him to do that in Atlanta. So just imagine on a large scale what that would look like. Like we did that in Indianapolis.
Ooh.
We wouldn't have a camera.
No.
I would wear a top tag. What shoes we wearing? We're gonna be out here barefoot.
Yeah, I got a guy. Give me life. We can rock his shoes.
We got some shoes. We got some drawers.
Yup.
We got some drawers. Bet we got some drawers. Okay. We get some. I know we can get some natural deodorant.
Yeah.
We can get some. We can get some beard. Some
And
beard
then
oil.
you know what's so crazy? I would say the food, but how we gonna get to? Because the food cannot be grown by a white person. It has to be grown by a melanated person. Grown.
I know plenty of people that got some food.
The farms?
Yeah, I know plenty of people.
So we got the food. Dang, so
Where we getting the water though? Where we getting the water from?
We got shelter though. Yeah. And some land. We know them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Where we getting the water from
She got a
though?
water well?
I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe.
If she has a water
Maybe.
well, that's where I'm getting my water from.
You right. You right. You know what? Cuz, let's do that one. Let's set that up. Let's see, like let's document the process and literally see how we would live in the Indianapolis black economy. Let's do that.
Ooh.
Let's do that. Document that.
Okay. That'd be dope. Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
I gotta make sure I eat. Where we gonna get gas, cuz?
We ain't gonna have no gas.
You didn't think about that, did you?
No, I thought about it.
How we gonna get
We
there?
can't use none of these phones.
Man.
We can't use our phones.
So I'm gonna have to write my baby mama, but then again,
But
my wife.
where the ink pen coming from?
Hey,
Where the
top
paper
tag,
coming from?
I got, oh dang, with top tag.
You gotta make some paper. You gotta make some paper too. That's what I'm saying. The little stuff, it's the little stuff that's so important.
Gotta make everything.
Absolutely. But you down now? You down?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to do that, cuz. But I'm gonna make sure I eat that day, cuz I'm a big eater.
No, you can't like.
I'm talking about before that day or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat
I'm
gonna eat me a vegan steak.
We gonna fast.
I don't fast because I get hungry fast. I don't fast. I get hungry fast. I eat, snap. My body move. My body be eating nutrition. Your body make nutrition.
Something like that. So what?
Your body make its own nutrition.
Of course, it's supposed to.
Yeah. Why we need food then?
So we were gonna go back to it. We really need oxygen and water. We need that. We need hydrogen, oxygen, which makes up water.
Yeah, we need food.
H2O.
We need food.
Yeah, we do.
I ain't never ever
We do.
saw in history where they said that they didn't have to eat. They always was eating.
Once you look, we can go a long period of time without food, though. If you look at the Tibetan monks, right? How they be meditating. They meditate hours upon hours in a day. They just sitting there silent or still, breathing. So I was like, what?
Hungry than the motherfucker.
But look, we the original people, though, so where they learn that from?
Girl.
They learned that from us.
They did.
So why can't we tap into it?
We could. That's it. That's how we probably used to talk to her. But then I know we used to eat afterwards. You can't live like that. I know.
Okay.
They go eat.
Now we can. I agree with you. Now we can.
You can't.
But we can go because you can go 24 hours without eating.
Yeah, I can. Hell yeah.
We might have to do that.
You know what I mean?
When we do this challenge.
Nah, man. I know some. You said you know some black farmers, man. Come on, we wanted it. Cuz said I know somebody who can get it. Yeah. You said I know somebody who can get it. Nah, cuz I'm going. Hey, look, we can start the journey right there if we have to. Let's start the journey off right here where we can get the food.
We gotta go get the tent, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We ain't gonna be able to take no car nowhere.
Man.
We gotta walk.
Walk.
That's a
How
journey.
we gonna charge the battery?
What battery?
How we gonna film this? See,
we gotta have to do some research beforehand.
Yeah, how we gonna film?
To find a melanated owned camera company.
Yeah,
make some cameras.
For real.
It's a guy that has cell phones.
Okay.
We might be able to do that and record it on
Yeah, man.
But he don't own the network though.
See.
So it's layers to it. It's levels and layers. So everybody, we talk about the levels.
We might have to cut a shortcut with the video because I'm gonna have to use the camera though. You know what I mean though? So we're gonna have to cut a little shortcut. That's the only thing that ain't gonna be authentic. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, we'll talk. We're gonna do something.
Man, that'd be dope. I'm just making sure I get the food though.
We're gonna figure that out because you know we got plenty of time. But yeah, man. How you feeling today? We didn't touch on how you feeling.
Right,
got off on a great tangent there.
Yeah, I'm alright, cuz man. I can't call it. Can't call it. You know what I mean? I can't complain, man. I feel good, man. You know, trying to get on Amazon to sell. Look, man, for real, this is real stuff, man. I need the black community to be behind me. I need the melanated community to be behind me through the whole world, man. Because they always making stuff hard for the original people in the Eve gene, cuz. They are, man. And I really don't complain about it, but this is my first time getting on TV or anything like that and saying something about it. They make it hard. They make it hard with my name, me getting my name. They make it hard, even on social media platforms, they made it hard. You know what I mean? Different processes. Now, I feel like I'm getting shadow banned and this, that, and that, and the third. And they make it hard, man. Amazon, they making it hard, man. The dude got on the phone saying, I never seen this happen to nobody. I said, yeah, it's always happening to the original people in the Eve gene. So just like how we getting treated, they trying to treat my business like that. But you know what I tell them? I love that you treat my business like that because that's what I'm representing. That's what I represent. I represent how you treating me. This is why I'm representing the original people in the Eve gene, no doubt, with no blood. People not that bold to say that they represent melanated, because every time you come out and be bold with it, you look wrong, you look out of place. But you know, this is what you remember I told you this about this off camera. You know why I look out of place? Because not too many of us doing it. For instance, when you say something about a Jew, they check you, right? You better not say nothing about them because they got a whole community behind them. When you say something about the gays, you know what I mean? What? They come through and their whole team goes behind them and they make sure they get the job done. When you say something about blacks, we don't come through. We don't make sure we get the job done. That's on our part, I feel like. And so when somebody do come forth and he really ain't got the team or nothing like that, or she don't got the team and they talking, so they look out of place. You know, that's why I look so out of place to be black and bold, you know what I mean? Because I'm black, beautiful, and bold. I'm not really black, I'm melanated, so you know what I mean? I'm melanated, beautiful, and bold. Look for that out. It's coming out on the shirt. Pretty soon, right? I like that. I'm melanated, beautiful, and bold.
I got something that's gonna tie into that too.
Yeah.
That you can put on the shirt as well. We'll talk about that.
Hell yeah.
I love that because and I love that you're still
Bold.
in the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're in the fight for you because it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally okay. These are the punches I gotta roll with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna roll with them. And I'm okay with rolling with them.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's very noble and that's commendable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Right.
There's a lot of people they'll bow out, they'll tap out. Like, I ain't gonna do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool off that. The pressure was too much. They wanted too much from me.
Yeah.
Like whatever, like people have to understand this. Like whatever their gifts or their talents are, it's not for you to hoard it. To hold on to it. It's not. It's for the world.
Yeah.
It's for the world. Like you were designed, when you really get into like really who you are, you were literally designed for a purpose, right? Now you consult with your higher power and figure that out, but you really are designed for X, Y, and Z. It's on you to do the work to find out what that is, because as the Bible says, faith without works is dead. Now I'm not religious, but I know it's some metaphorical principles in all these religious texts that apply to my life on an everyday basis, because it's just principles and laws on a metaphysical level. That's all it is. And I keep it simple, and like me having that in the back of my mind, I know I can get along with everybody, and everybody can get along with me. Like some people aren't bold enough to go down that road to be like, hey, I know this is just temporary. I'm in a body. I'm a spirit in a body right now. And when my spirit leaves this body, I'm gonna come back in something. If I haven't learned my lesson, then I'm gonna move on to the next level.
Move on. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move on.
So that's it.
Trying to move on.
What song is that?
Trying to move on my You don't know. See,
I don't know. That's what I'm
know.
asking.
That's that slow jams.
Oh, okay. Okay. In other news, I'm just playing it out, but yeah, man. What?
I know they singing it with me.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. In terms of lead your lineage, right?
Yeah.
What? So we're approaching the new season.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? We're about to head into this fall season here shortly. What are some things you're looking forward to introduce to what we're building? What are some things you're looking to incorporate into what we're building with the Lead Your Lineage brand?
Growth. You know, I always say that I never actually tie myself down to something. You remember I told you this offline a couple times, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't tie myself down into any particular progress, but I know it's gonna be some type of progression. For instance, I might say it's A through Z that we can get done in order to build any type of business or any type of thing you're trying to get done, right? So sometimes you might be saying, hey, I'm gonna get C done, but end up figuring out that, you know, V is a more easier way to learn or something faster that you can catch up on to because it's more of your skills. So I'm that type of guy. I'm just making sure I'm growing. I know it's A through Z, but I don't have to do A, B, C. I don't have to do it in that order. I can do Z, then I can do D, then I can do E. You know what I mean? I can do however the order it goes, you know. I'm just going with the flow. I'm picking that area, then I'm just going to work on it. So when you ask me how I look at Lead Your Lineage and what it's going to be, I look at it as it's going to grow. I don't know how it's going to grow. I don't know in which direction it's going to grow. But when that direction comes forth and ask me, you ask me down the road, I'll tell you how I go. As far as where I'm going, I don't know.
Well, I gotta shout this out. Yeah, shout out to us for approaching 500 views.
Man, for
We got
real?
500 views.
How?
Organically.
Oh, man.
Organically. We made over 500 views, cuz.
All together?
Yeah, all together.
Oh, man, I'm thinking you was talking about on one video.
No,
I'm like,
all
we hit the 5. Oh, hit
All
the
together.
5. I was like, give me a high five.
We're over 500 views all together now.
Oh, that ain't
You know what I'm
bad.
saying? So, like with vidIQ, they send you a badge saying when you hit a certain milestone.
Yeah.
So that was our first one with vidIQ.
Okay.
I don't know if they sent us one for 100, but yeah, well, we got over 500. So shout out to us.
You know
Celebrate
what
us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For a
you know what I
moment. You know what I'm
mean?
saying?
Let's celebrate us, man.
And that kind of prompted that question because, like, okay, we got that without really diving into the marketing side of and marketing and promotions of Lead Your Lineage. You know what I'm saying? That was literally just organic.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, this is appearing in the algorithm or people that rock with us naturally, like, tuning in to our episodes, right? That's how we got there. So shout out to us for that. But now it's like we're putting. I asked that question like from my perspective. Now we about to season it. Now we got the salad, right? Now we about to season it up, put the dressing on it.
Yeah.
Add some vegetables, and we got the greenery.
Yeah.
We got green on today, looking spectacular.
You know, right on, man. You know, right on.
Looking like a Gaddis.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
You know,
Hey,
man. You know,
like a
that's
Gaddis
in my
man.
blood, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we putting the ingredient, we putting the tomatoes in there now. Okay, add a little sea salt in there. We're gonna put a little bit of arugula on there too to garnish it. We're gonna put a little bell pepper
They can
in
go
there.
home and eat, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we putting all those things in there. You know, hey, I appease people's appetite. You know what I'm saying?
What we doing?
So we doing. So like adding all these different elements to really build this thing out. I'm extremely excited for it.
Me too.
Because because we really got something here.
Yeah, and you know,
really got something.
and let me add this in there. And you know how you said add the salads? You know, this is just for somebody who just probably started. I know we just started too, but I'm just saying, like, if you just starting watching my podcast or if you start anything, you know what I hit up, cuz we haven't started equipping this yet, and we haven't started adding this and really doing this yet into our schedule. But I said, cuz we shoot these every Thursdays. You know, if you don't mind me sharing that, but we shoot these every Thursdays. And I told cuz, you know what, cuz, let's take once every Thursday, cuz, and start having fun with it, cuz. Let's go shoot pool. Let's go to the, we don't drink or nothing, but let's go to the bar, watch Thursday night football or something. You know what I mean? Just
I don't know
chill,
about no
man.
football. I'd rather be doing this with my cousin.
Man, you know what I mean?
We can do something else.
Hey, that's
So I'm gonna be in there like, damn, I'm watching this man
Hey.
chase his dream.
No, you're not. You know, we
I'm
are
saying.
working, cuz. You know what we working on?
We're working on family.
Yeah, we working on chemistry. This chemistry that we building on is gonna build memories.
I'd rather go to the
Now,
park.
All right, well, let's go to the bar and lose.
Go
The
to the
park.
park. Let's go to the
Okay, well, let's
park.
go to the park, cuz.
I don't
Let's go to the
I
park.
don't want to be
man.
entertained. I want to be. I want
Man,
to be a
let's
cousin
go
to my
the park.
cousin.
You feel me? Let's go to the park on Thursdays. Let's go to the
We
park
can
and
go
start
hoop or
innovating.
something.
Nah, he want to get hooped on.
I don't want to sit down and watch no TV. I'm cool.
Hey, you know I don't
I'm
do that.
good.
Cause when
I
you
know.
ever come over and watch TV?
We never.
And then on top of
Never.
that, cause this anybody who even back in the day,
Never.
people would say this. My little brother would tell you he never played the game with me, probably once or twice. I don't play the game with my homies when they come over. I don't play. When I say my homie, my cousin too, not my homie. I play no games with people when they come over my house. I sit and talk your ears off. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Or on a Thursday, I be down to, you know what I'm saying, you and I, y'all gotta do y'all thing and we watch the children.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with that.
No, man.
I'm good with
we
that.
gotta build something with League's lineage.
That's
man.
leading your lineage.
Yeah, man.
That's family.
Hey, but it don't be Thursdays. Ain't it's
I just don't
already
want to sit
solid.
down on a bar watching no other
No,
man.
we
I'm
ain't
good.
gotta do that. We gonna do
Good.
something else then, cuz. We gonna find something
We
else
gonna
to
figure
do.
it out.
You know what I mean? We gonna go shoot some pool, like I said.
They already got their millions.
You
We
don't
getting
shoot
ours.
pool?
I dominated.
Oh,
What you
okay,
know?
okay.
This
We
man
gonna shoot
must
pool.
not know.
Well, we gonna shoot some pool.
You remember I used to have a pool table in the basement?
You sure did,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah,
You sure
but
did.
you must
Oh,
not
man.
know.
Nah,
You know what
cause you
I'm
didn't bust
saying?
my ass. That's why. You wasn't busting my ass. I
I'm
wasn't playing.
saying.
I just started.
Hey.
Shout out to Mackie, man. I know he probably, I don't know if you watching this or not, but shout out to Richard Mackie, man. He the one who put me on pool.
Mhm.
And I was a full adult, man. I probably was like 25, around 25, no, because I had my daughter, so I'm 25, 26, probably around 26 when I started playing pool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sound late, but yeah, I like
Nah,
pool.
I ain't nothing like cuz.
You
Right
know
on
what I
time.
mean? Yeah, I like pool. I like ping.
It's really just
ping pong,
geometry.
all that.
That was one of my favorite subjects in school, geometry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really
It
care
is.
for my teacher, but
Yeah.
the subject, it's really just boop, 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 pow.
You know what, does man? I don't know what made me think about this, man. You
What's
talking
up?
about geometry, man. You was talking about school, man. This made me think, man. You know, I have changed the whole perspective of how. You know, I'm always evaluating stuff. I have changed the whole perspective of how I'm doing school with my daughter, man. Even again, man. And it's starting to even work more, man. It's like you really have to, cause you know, probably because my daughter's growing and she's going getting more into her, and she can use her words. She's more verbal, and she can use her words to express her emotions and her interests in life.
Mhm.
So, man, school and all that's been getting dope, man. Teaching my kids, man. I know I jumped out of nowhere about this, but you was talking about
Right,
school.
good.
You was talking about school, and my kids, man, it's just growing. It's growing, man. So what I've had, just give them a little insight. If you want to homeschool your children, man, you gotta make sure you keep in their interest. For instance, right, like my daughter, she's very crafty. She likes to draw and all of that, man. So she likes to. She was having a problem with the small E, man, for the longest. I'm like, she can write everything else, but this small E, she only 3, so I don't be tripping, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It be looking horrible slashing, like, you know, her handwriting was good, but it just wasn't equipped. I'm like, okay, it can get better. So I started applying this method, right? Instead of, you know what I mean, instead of tracing and all of that, hey man, I know I said this before, but I just make everything the game. Everything. So what I did was, I took some, what's that called? Shaving cream,
Mm-hmm.
right? Took some shaving cream and put some color in the shaving cream, right? Playing in the shaving cream. So I'm like, okay, we gotta mark our territory, and then I'm just playing like how she liked to play and all that, etc. I'm like, man, but you gotta write your name and your favorite color in blue. And so she took the little blue, cause I used some blue food coloring. It's like a little pen or something, you can put it in. And we used it, boom, boom, and she's just drawing, you know what I mean, her name. And she wants to write more letters in that. Ooh, Daddy, can I write my letters in the shaving cream? And man, ever since then, now I took that and said, hey, you know how you was drawing with the shaving cream? You do that on this paper. She said, oh. I said, yeah. So she, boom, boom, boom. Then with coloring, you know, she was coloring, you know, how kids color, they just color everything. I sat down and I was like, man, you got to color in the sections. Take a time after time, man. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just hard to explain, but I just had to share that, man. Don't stop when you homeschooling. Remember, man, keep going. Remember that these kids is young, that this is new to them. Make sure that you are focused yourself. Make sure you have a clear mind yourself. Give yourself time. Don't be like, okay, don't live up to a teacher's schedule. Remember that this is not a teacher's schedule. Don't be a teacher's schedule. Don't do the same routine every day because you'll dry yourself out. Wake up and do something different. Go outside. Have school outside. They're still learning. Kids learn more like that. Oh, come on, let's go around. Let's go find spiders. My son, he only 1.5. Oh, come on, let's go around spiders. Spider. So he's learning how to say spiders. He's learning how to identify spiders. My daughter's learning how to find spiders, how to identify spiders. She's looking at different spiders, can name, oh, that's a long one, that's this type of, I'm like, dang, because she got a little book and she read it. I'll read it to her too, but she started to learn how to read it. She identifies spiders. So you got to remember, man, give yourself grace when you teaching these children. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Give yourself credit. Make sure you're not living up to a normal teacher's schedule. These are your kids. They gonna learn. You can teach your kids. Like sometimes we might not write. Sometimes we might write in the morning, early as 12. Another day we might write after lunch because you know she's feeling more comfortable and she's more willing to learn. You got to find your kids' learning space. It's an article out there. You can look this up. Kids actually don't learn that well in the day, early in the day, because they're not fully woke up. They're not fully aware of their consciousness hasn't fully expanded yet and has awareness yet of that time because it's that early in the morning. Think about it when you went to school, cuz early in the morning. All your first classes, cuz you probably was the hardest.
I was ready to go when I was in school.
You know what I mean?
I was ready. I was like, let's get it.
Yeah,
I was different. Like my senior year, I had weightlifting first.
I asked the wrong person.
Hey, I'm different. He damn right, I'm different.
Ooh, I had the wrong person.
I had senior year, I had PE first period.
Oh, see.
No, not PE. Weightlifting first period.
Oh, man.
I forgot what I had junior year. One year I had social studies, I believe.
But these is kids, man. These is kids.
Yeah,
so,
like when going back to first grade, like when I was at 106, I was ready to go. Miss Fletcher's class, I was in that thing.
Weirdo!
I was in that thing. We're like, let's get it. What we doing today? Let's get it.
Was, man. Don't remember shit, do you?
Nope.
My point.
Nope.
Kids learn better at the end of the day. You probably was ready, but that don't mean you was learning shit. That don't mean you
I was up. I wasn't tired.
Yeah, you
that's
was
all
up.
I did. I wasn't tired.
Okay, but that's it. Your brain still wasn't. You know what I mean? You still was a little kid. Your brain worked just like everybody else worked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you gotta put that fundamental in there. Don't just drill your kids in the morning, man. Space it out. Learn time is the essence, man. My daughter can write every letter in the alphabet, man. And, I didn't time myself on it. I let her go. Like sometimes we'll work on a letter for a whole week because it's not that good. Like we'll work on 2 letters. First I started on 1 letter a week, then 2, then 3, then I did 4. And then basically I was like, okay, if she's writing 1 letter very well, I'm not gonna keep doing this. By the time it gets to Wednesday and you still writing this N and the little N and the small N is perfect, oh okay. tomorrow on Thursday, let's move on to the next letter. On Friday, let's move on to the next letter. So you know what I mean? Even okay, she moved on to with N, but S she's still having trouble with, even though she started at the same time as N. Okay, we're gonna stay with that S. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I'm gonna have you review S because you've been having problems with this. And because by the time Friday comes, she always got it. My daughter, Genius, big dog. My daughter, Capri, a big dog. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, I make sure she review it. Boom. And after she review it, we can move on. And make sure y'all also remember this, man. I know I'll be giving a lot of these advice because this is very important to me. This
It's
is
about
a very,
lineage. Your children, your family's important to you.
yeah.
It's a part of it.
So yeah, remember this, man. Make sure you go over what you learned. I know if I said that before, but I'm saying it again.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you review of what you learned. You know what I mean? Make sure you go back, double track, and make sure your kids know. Cause boy, your kids will forget, and you'll be like, damn, I thought you knew this. Nah, they forgot, bro, cause you ain't showed them that in a long time. You know what I mean?
Just to like go off of that too. Just imagine. Like, just attempt to remember all the stuff that we learned in high school that we don't use today. Like you're literally going to forget things because you'll get these new things that you'll learn about that apply to what your situation is right now in the moment. Right, like when we were talking about pool, I was like, yeah, it's just geometry.
Yeah.
And I when I mentor young men, I tell them like, hey, y'all gonna learn some stuff in these classes that y'all not gonna remember. But I was like, y'all need to pay attention to every single math class.
Yeah.
That mean like from algebra, pre-cal, if you got pre-cal, geometry, especially geometry. I need to learn this foreign language, cause y'all need to go travel, learn a different language. I need to, if y'all got I had a class on critical thinking. That was like a magnet class, I believe. And like it literally taught me how to analyze. Like I'm an analytical person by nature. I didn't know that at the time, but when I got in the class, I excelled in it. I was like, okay, I can deeply think about something. I was like, oh, okay, so we can solve it
That's
like
how
this.
it was in
this way.
economics.
Econ and government. See, I had a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Our substitute teacher, she was out on maternity leave.
Yeah, so you did.
So I was just in there. I was just in there. I ain't really learned
like
that.
Like you was on the football team, you was just on the football team.
That's a lie. He was talking, man.
He was just on the football team.
He was just talking. Don't move on because we just talking. But yeah, that econ though, and U.S. government and econ, I didn't really put effort into it. First of all, I was a senior. I was just ready to graduate, first and foremost. I just had to take it because I had to take it. And I had a substitute teacher too because she was on maternity leave. The original teacher was on maternity leave, so I really didn't pay attention.
Yeah, man. I got student of the month in that class.
Yeah, but the moral of the story is, and that's what's up.
Yeah, I know you hating.
I ain't hating. I'm glad, but the moral of the story is like the stuff that our little cousins, some of y'all nieces and nephews, maybe some of y'all children are learning. It's applicable to the life that we live in right now in this moment.
Yeah.
But a lot of that stuff you're gonna have to forget. And you're gonna have to unprogram to be able to get to where you're going to go.
Yeah.
Like for example, like my entrepreneurship, for me to lead my lineage and down that entrepreneurship business route, I had to forget a whole bunch of stuff. I was like psychologically, I was trained and programmed to be an employee.
And then you know the perks of that when you don't have stuff trained, when you don't have your mind trained, you are very creative. Like my daughter, bro. Mm-hmm. Every time I get an apple or something,
when she tapped in,
man. Every time she's like, "Yeah, Daddy, these apples good, but we don't grow our own apples." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, Pri." Then we be eating anytime we eat, bro. We can be eating nuts. She's like, "Yeah, these nuts is good, but we need to get our own nuts, Daddy." I'm like, "Golly, you right." I'll be like, "You right." But dang, man, hold the brakes. We trying to get tapped in like that. Well, we not trying. We doing it. We know so. Growing, I forgot to tell you, the growing thing didn't go so well, man. My cat messed it up, man. He got all up on the thing, man. He probably ate my food, man. It's all good, man. He killed my plants, man. But you know, man, it's cool.
Tough. I could have. The cat in time out.
Nah, man. I was gonna put him on the floor. I should put you on the floor, Nelson. You know what I did? Didn't give him wet food for that day. Gave him dry food only. You know, my cat spoiled.
Yeah.
And he don't be liking when I just give him dry food all day. He like, man, you just gave me dry food, bro. He ate the first bowl, he ate the second bowl. He like, oh, because normally I give him, sometimes I do it in the morning, sometimes I do it in the afternoon. I really don't do it in the night like that because he like to go boo-boo and that's be stinking. So, man, I didn't give it to him that third time I gave him dry food. He said, meow. I'm like, nah, buddy, where the meat at? I said, nah, buddy, you messed up my problems, bruh. Now you gotta wait on your wet food, you know what I mean? So yeah, that didn't go so swell, but we still working on that. We still working on that. We still gonna achieve that growth. Man, I wanna grow some strawberries. I know it's probably getting too late, but I wanna grow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna grow on the side. I want some strawberries, cause I wanna grow. I really wish I could grow my own mango.
You ain't got the environment for that.
I know, cause I wanna grow my own mango tree. Not here in Indianapolis, man.
I don't have the environment for that, unfortunately.
I think the only place. Now I don't even think in Florida. I don't think.
Yeah, because I had a real life mango.
Okay, but they don't be smacking.
Cause that thing was smack. That was the best mango I ever had.
You ever had an African mango?
No, I haven't.
had right from the seas, cause I have an African friend, and his mother just came from the mother.
What country? What country?
They from Liberia.
Liberia. Okay.
LIB, because he be saying LIB. They talk English and everything. You know what I mean? Broken English, but they talk English. But
Yeah, I got something in common.
Yeah, hey, you know what I mean? That's why we get along, man.
Ooh, I love it.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you got.
You know, I speak broken English, man.
You gotta speak the Ebonics, man. You ain't speaking Ebonics, you're missing out on life.
You feel me, man? Hey, you know, I just be talking.
Man, you got some swagger on you.
You feel me? You gotta let them know, man. You know, I'm self-educated, very highly educated, but I ain't stepped off the people my walk. I walk like I talk. I talk like I walk. P-I-M-P, T-I-M-P. You know what I mean? I'm a pimp named Tip. That's what they call me.
And my vernacular is spectacular. I know how to relate to my people too.
Yeah, man.
So I'm smooth with it. I'm smooth across the board. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can call it what you want, bro.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, cuz let's wrap this thing up, man. What you got any closing remarks, man, you want to send us
Teach your children.
off with here?
Teach
Teach
your
your
children.
children? Okay. Wow.
Even if they're going to school, teach your children. Because, man, teaching is more than just math. Teaching is more than just science. Teaching is more than just English.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching is survival. I teach my daughter how to cook. Like I said, we teaching her how to grow food. Those are skills that she can be equipped with and even become a millionaire. Because most people her age are learning electronics. She's learning electronics as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she's learning how to survive. She can sell food to them. While they all stuck on this, they don't know how to grow. They don't know how to grow their own produce. She knows how to grow her own produce. So teach your kids more than just in the book. Teach them street smarts, I guess what you would call that. Teach your kids morals and values and principles that they can use daily. Teach your kids, and if they melanated, man, teach your kids the truth to unleash them. And always remember that when you unleashing them, they can unleash you. They can come up to you with some mind-blowing ideas or some mind-blowing experiments they happen. Listen to them, because they are less brainwashed than we are.
That's a fact. That's beautiful, cuz. Appreciate you for sharing that wisdom with us. Well, all right, family. This concludes another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. And like we always love to say at the end of the episode, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage.
Give me some food.